Most of people believe that we have so much food in the world. When you go to the market, full of food everywhere, a lot of food. As long as you have money, you don't need to worry about food at all. That's what most of people think. But what people did not think is all the food in the market is come from a few places. It will be delivery very far away. And then we need to rely on many systems. We need to rely on many things outside. We need to depend on the truck to deliver food. We need to depend on gas, on the fossil fuel as a source of energy. We need to rely on chemical, on fertilizer, chemical fertilizer and everything. So all the food that we have now, we need to spend a lot of money to get the food, to produce the food for human. If something happen with the money system, with the petroleum system, with the marketing, with the everything, whatever happen in the world, it can have the big impact on our food system immediately. So that means we will have the great famine soon. And if it happens this time, it will be different. There are many factors that will impact our food system in the world now, because our food system is monopolized system. The food is not in the hand of most of people. The food is not in everywhere like we used to have in the past. Whatever happened, it will have a big impact on our food system immediately. The Great Famine will be the most serious crisis in human history, because in the past we have a lot of famine, but people can find food around themselves easily because everybody know what is edible, what's not edible around them. And then the nature is so fertile in the past. When we have no food, we just walk to the forest. We can foraging so many things from the forest. We have a lot of tubers, wild tubers. We have a lot of vegetable. We have so many things in the forest. We can do hunting. We can do many things. Or you just go to the river, to the pond, full of fish. But now it's not like that anymore. Nothing like that. We have no fertile natural resources anymore. So, if the crisis happen now, it will not gradually happen, but it will happen immediately. We maybe have no time to think about it, no time to plan, no time to prepare anything. It's similar to COVID-19. It just boom, and then we don't know what to do immediately. That's what will happen in the near future. The great famine this time, it will be the worst famine in human history. It will not be the same because our condition is so different from the past. Many people don't think that it will happen, but if you look at the cause that will make this thing happen, it's quite scary. The three main factors that will cause the great famines in the near future. The first thing is we lack of skill and wisdom about food. Most of people were trained to depend on the market, to depend on the main system. People ignore developing their skill about how to grow food, how to raise animal, how to catch animal, how to cook food. Even what is edible, what is not edible. We have less and less skill about this. And most of us will eat only what the corporation prepare for us. So we don't know how to live by our own in the nature anymore. Most of people be like that. So this is the most important part, that we lack of the skill how to produce food ourselves, and we lack of wisdom how to grow food, how to get food with no money. Now we were trained to make money and then use money to buy food. But when the money have problem, how can we survive? This is the weak point of system that we have now. The second factor that will cause the great famine is we have no seed in our hand. Most of farmers, they have no seed in their hand. All of them have to depend on the corporation, the seed from the corporation. And all the technique, how to grow things, all the technology, material and everything, we need to depend on the corporation. Farmer cannot do farming with no money as before anymore. We need to depend on the corporation. We need to depend on something outside and far away. That can cause biggest problem in our life. When farmer cannot buy seed, when farmer have no fossil fuel, no diesel, no machine, they become handicapped immediately. They cannot do anything. This is sad thing. This is the way we developing for. Farmer did not keep their self-reliant talents about farming anymore. They have to depend on the system. Most of farmers said, if I have no money, I cannot do farming. That's so sad. How can farmer develop to this point? With no money, you cannot do farming. That's what many people believe. So this part is quite serious to think about. And the third factor that will cause problem is we ruin natural resources completely. We kill the soil. Most of the soil in the world now is so hard to grow things. It's dead soil almost everywhere. We ruin the water. Most of water in the world was contaminated. Most of the water was polluted completely. And we ruin the diversity of plants and animals in the world. There's not enough biodiversity left to sustain our life anymore. These three factors is the main thing that will cause the great famine in the world soon. Even many people think that we have a lot of food now. As long as you have money, you can buy so many things. And then when we think about some crisis thing gonna happen, how to store the food, people just think about to buy canned food, buy dry grain, buy some dry food. That's what we think. We never think about how to save seed, how to develop our skill. Because this time, this crisis, it will not be the same anymore, because it will impact the whole world. It's not only in one region anymore, because the world connect together completely. So when something happen, it happen all over the world. We can learn from the lesson in the past, like COVID-19. It's impact the whole world, not only one place. If we have the great famine in the near future, it will happen immediately and in the whole world. It can lead to the biggest disaster of human life. Not many governments think about this. Not many people care about this. We still believe in the system. We still believe that someone will come and solve this problem. We have so many clever scientists, clever researchers. We have so many big corporations who have a lot of money. They will invent new food for us. They will create new technology to grow food for us. That's what many people expected. But when the crisis happens, no system will work. When the money has no meaning, when there's no fossil fuel left, or disrupted by some war or something, we cannot depend on every system we have now anymore. It's only me here. How can I survive? This is what we need to think about it now. I think it's important to think about the Great Famine. It will happen soon or later. We don't know. But it have to happen because the whole system to produce food is not normal anymore. It will collapse soon. We need to be aware and then plan how can we survive in that situation. If not, it can be too late.